So for all my viewers who are really impatient and don't like to hear my opinion on the movies and just want to see me hold up the Blu-rays, this is for you. So anyway, without further ado, let's talk about the Black Friday pickups. I surprised myself this Black Friday because just a week ago, I thought Black Friday was a complete bust. I was very let down by the sales I was seeing, and nothing really stood out. Nothing made me want to take my corpse outside. First, we're going to start off with the $5 Blu-rays that Walmart had to offer, and I seen the whole list before I went in there, and I was like, I'm going to buy maybe 2 or 3 of them. But you know what? When you're in that mood and you got the juices pumping, and you just is The Day After Tomorrow, and this is a Roland Emmerich movie. He also directed Independence Day, which is by far my favorite Emmerich movie. Day After Tomorrow, it's definitely worth a Blu-ray purchase, and that comes from a guy who hasn't watched it yet on Blu-ray because it's still in the plastic, obviously. But I just feel like this big epic CGI kind of action movie, I mean, why would you own this on DVD? Just buy the Blu-ray for $5. That's what I told myself. Next up, Platoon. Nothing makes me happier not to have been alive in the 1960s where I would have got drafted to Vietnam. You know, Vietnam, that's a whole nother subject I'd like to get into, but anyway, Platoon, it's gritty, it's human emotion. William Dafoe in this movie. People, you know, forget Charlie Sheen. William Dafoe, that's what this movie, that's who I like in the movie. Definitely, I mean, how could I pass this up for $5? You know what I mean? And the DVD just wasn't going to cut it, so I had to do another double dipping. Alrighty, next up, The Mummy Returns. Now, I own the original Mummy movie on Blu-ray. I got that last year at the Black Friday sale, and this was there, but I passed over it because I wasn't a big fan of the second one. It is a fluffy, cheesy popcorn action movie, and you know what? Like I said, this year the juices were dripping out of me. I didn't know what to do with them. You know, I could put them in a little vial, put them in my pocket, and save them for later as some kind of form of lubricant. Okay, we got to cut that out. That part has to get cut out. Brendan Fraser. Whatever happened to him? But if you're going to own the first Mummy movie on Blu-ray, you might as well buy the second one. But that doesn't mean you have to buy the third one. I still have standards. They are low. But you know what? I'm going to stick to my guns here. And next up, Walking Tall. I'm a liar. Walking Tall is an easy kind of B-rate action movie. You know what I mean? It's one of those easy movies to get through when you're laying down to go to bed and you don't want something that's going to take a lot of emotion out of you. Walking Tall really does it for me. And The Rock, you know, he's a believable badass in this movie. Next up, I thought it was upside down, but it's not. It's Super Troopers, and another DVD I actually didn't own, so I figured why not just get the Blu-ray for $5. And Super Troopers was kind of one of those really original spontaneous comedies that just kind of popped out on the scene in the early 2000s, and everybody seemed to like it, and 5 years later no one remembers it. Next up, Rain Man. And Rain Man, in my opinion, phenomenal performance by Dustin Hoffman. Okay? Raymond? I'm going to be honest with you though. Rain Man, definitely, I've seen this movie 2 times in my life. I don't own the DVD. And that's probably because I never plan on watching this movie again. I'm never just going to be like, you know what I want to watch? I want to watch Rain Man. Yeah, that's what I'm going to put in. No, you know, I don't know why I bought this. It makes me feel a little bit better to have it on the shelf. But, you know, I most likely will watch this again when it's on TV 3 years from now. Next up, Live Free or Die Hard. Now, let me give you the short backstory on this. I own Die Hard 1 and 3 on Blu-ray. I will not buy 2. And I almost passed up on Die Hard 4. You know, I went to Walmart 3 times on Black Friday. I don't know why. Well, I went to 3 different Walmarts. Does that sound better? I went to 3 different Walmarts. The first 2, I skipped over this. I seen it there. I was like, you know what? I don't need Live Free or Die Hard. I already own it on DVD. It's good enough. You know, it's not you know, a must-have. And then by the end of the night, I was getting desperate, and I went ahead and got it because I questioned myself. I was like, do I want to watch the DVD of Die Hard, kind of a big action movie, or would I rather watch the Blu-ray? And you know what? I think the answer is obvious. The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly on Blu-ray. A phenomenal spaghetti western movie. The music in this, I mean, damn, that's epic music. And, Clint Eastwood, definition of badass. The DVD just wasn't enough for this movie, so I had to get the Blu-ray. I can't wait to watch it. Just one of those movies that really surprised me. Directed by Sergio Leone, and this movie made me end up watching basically all of his other movies. Well, 4 of them. So that's not all of them. Technically, I guess I just told a lie. But you know what? That's okay. Next up, Menace to Society. And this is a movie I don't really remember anything about, but it's one of those kind of inner city urban culture movies. Next up, a movie I haven't seen in almost 10 years. It's The Never-Ending Story. What a majestic journey to fantasy. That's a good example, right? That's a good saying or analysis of it. Anyway, I always liked the big rock guy in there. I don't remember his name. I preferred the, what did I prefer? The princess. Was she even a princess? See, I don't remember anything about this movie. But anyway, I always wanted to ride a big white dog around the galaxy. Next up, it's Goodfellas on Blu-ray. I own the DVD. I own the DVD where you had to flip over the disc halfway through the movie. Yeah, if that's not a good enough reason to upgrade, I don't know what else is, other than a $5 Blu-ray of the movie. So Goodfellas Blu-ray speaks for itself. The last Walmart Blu-ray I bought was Bridesmaids. I've never seen this movie. I've heard it's funny. I heard it's kind of my style of comedy. So I figured why not? It was $10. That's not bad considering this thing goes for like $14 or $15 on Amazon. Anyway, and backstory on this real quick. I actually didn't plan on buying this. I was done looking at the Blu-rays, and this movie I didn't see in the Blu-ray section. It was completely sold out. Everybody bought this. I was walking to get in line. I was walking through the women's underwear section. I shit you not, that's a true story. And I seen this on the ground, and I picked it up, and I figured it was meant to be. Okay, now we're getting into the, what are we getting into here? Oh, the Best Buy. The Best Buy Blu-ray deals. First up, I got Faster, and Impulse Buy, definitely. Kind of another fluffy, cheesy, lighthearted action movie. You know what I mean? Just good fluff. And it was $6, and I figured why the hell not? You know what I mean? I didn't hate the movie, I didn't love the movie, but I'll go back and give it another rewatch. Alright, next up it's Dodgeball, and this is kind of a, I don't know, this is a movie I haven't seen in 5 years, maybe longer than that, and look at Vince Vaughn. Look at Vince Vaughn. He tried to be a serious actor in his earlier career. He really did want to be a serious actor, but I think he realized he couldn't, and he started just making comedy movies. I don't know, I remember liking this movie. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Next up, Sucker Punch. Okay? Sucker Punch. It was $8. Not exactly, a doorbuster, but I figured $8 for an action movie that's new on Blu-ray, why not? It's going to look good on my plasma TV. And I wasn't a big fan of Sucker Punch. I remember seeing it in the theater and thinking that was okay, but I'd never buy it. But then I got this weird obsession. Months went by, weeks, days, and I started thinking about Baby Doll. I really couldn't get her miniskirt and blonde hair and pigtails out of my head. And I'm really looking forward to going back and exploring this movie. Next up, Jackie Brown. A Tarantino movie that I've only seen this movie like once. And I figured why not get it on Blu-ray, go back, rewatch it, enjoy it. And you can't go wrong with Tarantino. So this was $5 at Best Buy. Now, don't you even say it. I don't want to hear it, damn it. I know Target had this for $3.99. I know. It's $1. I can live with it. It does hurt. It does hurt me. But you know what? I'm okay with it. It was $5. Up 7, the Digibook Blu-ray. Now, I own 7 on DVD already, but the case was kind of getting tattered. It was getting torn. Here, hang on. I'll just show you the damn thing. Where are you? Okay. Here it is. It was getting a little rough on the edges. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I almost have a weird man crush on Morgan Freeman. I know that's odd, but something about his voice. Andy Dufresne never dropped another mop that day. That's my Morgan Freeman impression. I know it's not very good, but it was Ben-Hur on Blu-ray. I paid $11 for this, and then I realized I could get this for $11 also. I kept this. I don't know why, but we're going to talk about this, okay? $11 for a $65 set. And I had to get it. I needed it. I wanted it. And if you guys didn't see my whole leaving my house at 4 o'clock in the morning to go get this, check that out right here, okay? But stick with me for a second because I'm not done talking. That'd be very disrespectful if you just left right now. And, you know, if you guys want to leave, it's okay. Please don't, though. So anyway, nice little set. I was surprised by it. I've never seen Ben-Hur, by the way. I heard it's a classy movie. It's 1959. It won all these Academy Awards. It was one of the biggest productions ever made. You know, they didn't get to use CGI. They had to make this entire city, the chariot racing, you know, just... Anyway, it comes with this hardback book. Just, you know, phenomenal, nice, interesting shit going on in there. Journal here. It's the personal notes of Charlton Heston. And who knows, you know, who knows how honest this thing is. But anyway, I was looking through it. It's kind of interesting. There's some very descriptive things going on in there. There's actually kind of like a real fake little photo that kind of flips out. Cool shit, man. Oh, and it also came with this. Hang on. Came with that, okay? You think this is metal. It's not. This is not metal. Look at this thing. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Anyway, I thought this was metal too, so I went to go bend it, and then I end up cracking his, I cracked him right at the Achilles heel right there. Look at that. I put a little crack in him. Hang on, I can show you. I'm going to prove I'm not bullshitting you. Yeah, there's a crack there. I'm not going to mess with it. 17, 18 movies? Okay. Anyway, yeah, not a bad Black Friday. They surprised me, and believe it or not, I went back on Amazon because I thought they were going to match all the prices, and I went right back on that day on Black Friday, and every single movie I bought was more expensive on Amazon than it was in the store. So, and I didn't have to wait. That works for a guy like me. I'm very impatient. I like to take my movies, I like to hold them, I like to grope them, I like to rub them on my face,